Charity begins at home. Proverb. Meaning of the proverb. The proverb charity begins at home means that one should first provide for the needs of his or her family before moving on to helping others for charity. There is no point in helping outsiders when there are people in your own family who need help. Helping others is good, but it should only be followed when there is peace at home. Examples of the proverb. First, the cow feeds milk to her calf and then only after it lets the milkman milk her. Even the cow seems to understand that charity begins at home. The local politician first started utilizing the available funds for the development of his own village. He knows that charity begins at home. Origin of the proverb. A phrase with the same meaning as the proverb is found in King James Bible, which was the 1611 English translation of the Christian Bible. The King James Bible explains that the person who does not provide for his own immediate family is a non-believer and faith does not matter for such a person. Another instance of the use of the similar proverb came in 1382 by John Wycliffe, an English philosopher. Wycliffe had written, "Charity should begin at himself." Later in the 17th century, an English poet named John Marston mentioned the proverb in one of his plays titled Histiomastics. The first line of the play reads, "True charity begins first at home." Expansion of the proverb. The proverb charity begins at home means that one should first provide for the needs of one's own family and close relatives before helping others. In the proverb, charity refers to some kind of help, either monetary or other, like providing food, shelter, provision, etc. Be it anything, it is advisable that one must first care for her own family and then move on to caring for others. It does not make sense to help others in a situation where your own family is in desperate need of help. At charity that compromises the happiness of your own family is useless. First, tend for your own family, then look for helping others. Importance of the proverb. The importance of the proverb is that it teaches us that our family should be our first priority. We should help our family members before helping others. In a broader perspective, it teaches us that we should first address the issues of people in our immediate surroundings or those for whom we are immediately accountable. For instance, a teacher should first be worried about his own class rather than worrying about other classes. A mother's prime responsibility is to feed her own children, then after she can think of feeding others. Likewise, the proverb teaches us many lessons feasible with several practical situations in life. Short story on charity begins at home. Once there lived a much disciplined school teacher. He would often catch children playing in the fields and teach them a lesson, scold them and ask them not to disturb others. Children did not like him much and feared him. One day he slapped a child for playing and shouting in the class. The parents of the children were very upset and decided to talk to the teacher for being impractically disciplined. The parents went to the house of the teacher. There, to their surprise, a completely changed and unexpected scenario presented itself. It seems the teacher had two children who were making all the noise in the world, shouting, yelling, and doing things like that. What was surprising was that the teacher was quietly sitting on a chair and was helplessly shouting, asking his children to stop making noise. This was quite opposite of what the parents had expected. They had thought that being a disciplinarian, the teacher's house would be as silent as a tomb. But it was not silent by any means and looked out of control for the teacher. However, the teacher welcomed the parents and asked for their reason to be there. The father of the child replied that, "Sir, you love discipline and for this reason you keep on slapping kids in school. But looking at your house, I suggest that you must first instill discipline in your own house, as you know that charity begins at home." The teacher was spellbound. He did not know how to respond. From that day, he started teaching discipline to his own sons rather than teaching it to his students. Indeed, charity begins at home, he thought. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.